centre-back, played at right wing-back in the most recent Wealdstone game. Craig Fassen-Marday is a midfield option. Danny Green is an attacking midfielder, and Danny Parrish a striker.
Seeing of Usher Shipway, he's a very honest player. I don't know his defensive capabilities, to be honest, but I haven't seen his attacking that much. What I did see on Saturday was him seem to dovetail off Barnett quite well, and Barnett cover went up
wins the header up against Rooney. Now Maycock, can he help it out to the left? He can. Archer with Cranston ahead of him. Can he find the ball? Not quite, but a couple of ricochets bring it back the way of Archer. Then a nice piece of skill out to the right now with Barnett. Going to get a low cross in, and it just goes for the ball, looking to get it back in. And it goes short to Gondo. Gondo actually playing out toward him, but Barnett is going to go on his own, and the cross just over the top of both Rooney and Archer there. And it's going to be Gondo bringing it away for the... I believe it was Charles that's just helped it back there. Now a crossfield ball that Cranston sees away, but it looks like Connor Smith just got in front of his man there. But it's gone towards Cranston. He clears, but now back with the Stones. Smith in a bit of a tussle there with Cameron Archer. Cranston with a good long throw that is won by the Forest Loney Harbottle. That ends up loose for Cranston. Looking away with it through Phillips, but Usher Shipway trying to get a challenge in, and eventually the Stones do give it away, but Archer dispossessed there by Gondo. Storer almost wins away as the ball goes long. Now Mendy. Gondo with space to work with, has Mendy going outside, and can he get ahead of Cranston? He's just forced to pressure immediately coming the way of Maycock. Now a long ball coming for Archer, who's clearly onside. Oh, well, no, he's not actually. So that shows you thought he was onside.
Yeah,
as well.
I thought he was.
Eventually it's half clear, but only as far as Sabara. And now it's go towards Archer. Good first touch. Can he take on Mendy? It's always going to be a difficult task out of all the Wealdstone players. You'd think Mendy is best equipped to win a matchup with Archer, and indeed he does.
And then you've got Maycock and you've got Sabara that will probably be round the edge of the area looking for those scraps.
Well, Archer's got by the new man there, and it goes towards Rooney. He tried to play it to Maycock. It might...
Barnett, so inviting that touch, or it's inviting a mistake from the defence. And you've just seen Maycock and Sabara were just on the outside waiting for that ball.
Yeah, Maycock was well positioned. It was kind of unfortunate, actually, that Rooney couldn't find him. The defender was just perfectly played her. Because he was never going to win the pace matchup, so he basically did what he could there. Cranston with the ball in towards the box, and well, everybody's missed that. The goalkeeper misses it, and then Carl Storer almost...
And stop Wealdstone getting their foot on the ball and getting back into the game like they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, I was just going to say, McNally did well to win the ball off the clearance there initially. Now Cranston tipping forward. Rooney, this straight away from the Stones as they force them back into their own half. Archer just...
Yeah, they are half-pressing very well in these areas. As soon as Moore's midfield get on the ball, there's...
Previous throw from Usher Shipway. At what point do you have a case for that? Because
I'd be amazed if they were complaining about time wasting. Here we go.
Well, Rooney's well positioned at the moment, and Usher Shipway
looking
to be positioned to strike. Sorry, Dave.
Sorry. If anything, Ben, Wealdstone would want to slow the game down at the moment because the Moors are in complete control.
It's a fair point, actually, yeah, but it's one of those that slightly unfortunate with a bounce there. Now it comes towards Archer, but it's not stayed in play there. The Stones have a throw.
I think Moors need...
It's true, and the one time we did see Archer going out towards that side, as there is a trip there, right as I'm just about to praise him, he gives away what is really a bit of a... Yeah, he remembers it too, clearly. Now it does come in, and McNally is the first to meet it, and that time he was in a bit of space. Now a bit of a tussle.
Here we go, Barnett's in.
Sweeper key to ask you, isn't it actually a good team goal? Because you know you've got the pace of Barnett to make something happen like that.
I was saying it was a good team goal. Yeah, it wasn't your typical goal that you look at and you go, oh, that's a great team goal. But the way that they defended the set piece after...
And sure enough, it goes his way, and It's a great first touch, and here comes the cross. It's headed away. Maycock almost comes to it. Almost opened up the Storer there from range. Cranston now. Oh,
That's a free
he's
kick.
caught. Yeah, he's the ball fairly, said the referee. I personally, I couldn't quite see exactly whether or not there was contact in it, but it was one of those where generally you see the defence get the benefit of the doubt, and the ball being won by, you just want to test his confidence, and you just want to check him mentally.
Yeah, can I just say I'm quite glad that they didn't score that, because I don't know what I would have done if Sabara had put that away while I was talking. I would have had to try in 20% in terms of tempo and motivation and aggression to win the ball, win that first one. You see from Rooney again with a big flick on there. Moors have just been massively on top against Altrincham. Sorry, I'll pass it out. I remember
Usher Shipway was just looking for a ball to the outside, and the header away is not the best, comes towards Archer. When Gondo goes in for the ball from behind on the edge of the box like that, you're smelling. You have to give him credit. He's had a very, very good game. He's been in the way of almost every ball that's come down his kind of area of that centre.
With Barnett, and gives Barnett that extra bit of space to get forward. And then with that long throw. But if I was Wealdstone, I would have gone a few longer balls earlier on.
There's a potential counter on here, but Tyrone Williams is through to Gondo. As now Rooney does a good job of chipping it forward towards Archer, but Harbottish was pretty good place there, but Archer does get in front of him, and it's a good save there by Eisted, who just got his leg down at the right.
Before the goal, before the corner, which has led to that.
Are you one of those managers whose pet hates is corners to the near post? Because if I were a manager, that would be one of mine.
That they've worked on, and I'd love to see the replay, but what a fantastic time to score.
It is indeed. The ball at the moment with Mendy on the left-hand side for the Stones. He's just going to try and get past
off a bit, but tonight you cannot argue that his work rate has been absolutely first class, and we talked about it at the start of the game. He was walking around motivating every single player on the pitch, and that's the kind of leadership that you need from him, and yet, but I feel like he's in that kind of mood where if one drops to him, he's going to put it away tonight.
They say in fighting, don't they, timing beats speed, and if ever.
And we just allow them to regain possession, they will create chances, but they're going to have to commit more players forwards now, which really should suit us. So I think we Moors need to be brave.
On Saturday, telling Adam Rooney to do exactly what he's done just now, and Rooney said, no, I'm not going to bother. Either way, it ends up with a ball going high from grey shirts. Grey or silver. Who knows? Either way, Maycock going to the outside with Archer. I think he wanted to go to the inside of his defender there, and then he does well to steal it away from the central midfielder Smith, who was tracking back. And Cranston back to Storer, Maycock in position to go on. This is really fluid football, and Sabara's in acres of space, and God. You know that's always good. Now he shared that with James Ball. He's also outright in the overall lead as well, because he was tied with Carl Hudlin before that. Sabara now has 7 to Hudlin's 6. Reminder, intent from the Stones. The substitutions this evening are sponsored by men's health charity Living Well. Do remember there's a ball coming in towards Hudlin here, and Archer has forced what is in the end a pretty good save from Eisted.